Reese, one of the biggest names in women's basketball, just got dropped from her team by coach Nola, and fans are going crazy. We're talking about the Angel Reese, the fierce, unapologetic, trash-talking, rebounding machine who's been making headlines since college. So why did Nola, one of the youngest and most hyped-up coaches in the game, decide to bench her? Was it a clash of egos, a performance issue, or something even bigger going on behind the scenes?
Of evidence to overturn the call on the floor.
Then just say that and let's move on. We want to see some basketball playing.
You won't believe how this went down, and we've got all the details. What does this mean for Angel Reese's career? And could this decision shake up the entire league?
By the way, she got benched in the fourth quarter. Pulled right out of this game.
Stay tuned because this is something you need to hear.
Absolutely delivering on that double-double. That's right. Points, rebounds, and of course, losses.
But before we jump into the good stuff, take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. By joining our crew, you'll always be in the loop with the latest WNBA updates, expert takes, and breakdowns of big moves just like this. Don't miss out, we've got every angle covered. So hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive right in.
Finished with a Roses team-high 14 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 4 fouls, shot just 3 of 7 from the field, 42%.
Who is Nola and why does she mean business? First off, if you don't know Nola, let's catch you up real quick. She's one of the youngest head coaches in the unrivaled league, and she's got a reputation for being sharp, fearless, and completely in control. She worked her way up from an intern in 2020 to head coach in just a few years. So yeah, she's not here to play around.
Congratulations, Nola!
One more.
Now let's talk about her coaching philosophy. Henry doesn't do drama, she does discipline, strategy, and winning. So if she benched Reese, you better believe she had a solid reason. Speaking of which, Henry made it crystal clear in her first press conference that she values teamwork and commitment over individual star power. She's here to build a dynasty, and any player who doesn't fit the mold won't last long. Some say this was her way of sending a message. No one is bigger than the team. Now let's shift gears and talk about Angel Reese. She has been a force since her college days. She's got the energy, the skill, and the personality that makes her a fan favorite. But lately, things haven't been looking too hot.
When they were playing all of those games in those weird courts where there wasn't that many fans, that was a similar atmosphere to Unrivaled. And the court, by the way, looks beautiful.
Her shooting percentage is way down. Her defense has been sloppy. And let's be real, she just hasn't been the same dominant force we all expected in the unrivaled league. Meanwhile, her biggest rival, Caitlin Clark, has been out here balling. Clark is putting up crazy numbers, leading her team, and making it look effortless. The comparison is not looking good for Reese.
Someone said she's a below-average passer. She's a terrible passer. But she's trying.
To make things worse, Reese's struggles extend beyond just defense. Coaches and analysts have pointed out her slow defensive rotations, questionable shot selection, and lack of adjustment to the league's faster pace. Some insiders claim that during team practices, Reese was often vocal about her role but was hesitant to adapt to Henry's more structured system. And let's be honest, when a player and coach aren't on the same page, things can go downhill pretty fast. This led to frustrations on both sides, creating friction that ultimately led to this major shakeup. So let's get real, was this just a case of a coach making a tough call? Or was there actual beef brewing behind the scenes? Well, word on the street is that Reese and Henry weren't exactly besties when the cameras were off. Insiders say Reese had some strong opinions about Henry's strategies. And let's just say, Henry wasn't exactly taking notes.
Rebounding the ball really well, specifically on the offensive glass. I think since adding the addition of Angel Reese.
Now it's completely normal for players and coaches to have disagreements after all. Passion runs high when you're competing at this level. But in this case, things didn't just stay as casual debates. Tension reportedly escalated to a point where it started affecting team dynamics. Reese, known for her confidence and outspoken nature, wasn't shy about voicing her thoughts. Meanwhile, Henry, a no-nonsense coach trying to establish her leadership in the league, wasn't about to let a single player, no matter how talented, disrupt her system.
If it's one thing I learned from Kurt, it's how to prepare. That's probably the number one thing that he's taught me. What's going through my mind is just game plan stuff, just what I need to do to be prepared.
And here's the kicker. Some sources say Henry grew increasingly frustrated with Reese's unwillingness to adjust her style of play. While Reese wanted to continue playing her aggressive, high-energy game, Henry wanted her to focus on refining critical skills, especially her shooting accuracy and defensive discipline. Instead of meeting in the middle, both seemed to dig in their heels, and once that line was drawn, the relationship started to unravel fast. To make matters worse, other players in the squad reportedly started noticing the rift, which added an extra layer of awkwardness in the locker room. And in a league where chemistry is just as important as talent, that kind of division can make or break a season. So here we are, what could have been a powerful coach-player duo turned into one of the biggest shakeups of the season. And just like that, Reese was out. Of course, Twitter went absolutely wild. The moment the news dropped, fans flooded social media with their opinions. And let's just say, it got heated fast. Some were furious, claiming that benching Angel Reese was the worst mistake Coach Nola Henry could make. Others stood firmly behind Henry, arguing that Reese's recent performances hadn't lived up to the hype. One passionate fan tweeted, "Nola Henry just made the dumbest decision ever. Benching Angel Reese? She's a game changer. You don't sit a star like that. Period." But not everyone agreed. Another user clapped back, "Coach Henry is building a team, not a one-woman show. If Angel Reese can't adapt, she has to sit down. The league isn't about egos." And then, of course, there were the conspiracy theories. Some speculated that this was all a power move by Henry to show dominance over her team, while others believed it was personal and ego battle between player and coach that got out of hand. The back and forth didn't stop there. Some fans questioned if this was the wake-up call Reese needed to push herself harder, while others feared this could damage her confidence and long-term career. Meanwhile, sports analysts jumped in, debating whether Henry had made the right call or if she had just thrown away one of her most valuable assets. Regardless of which side you're on, one thing is clear. This decision has shaken the league. The drama isn't just on the court, it's spilling over into every sports talk show, podcast, and news outlet. So now the real question is, what happens next? Here's the million-dollar question. Was Angel Reese really ready for this league? In college, she was dominant, but this is a different level of competition. The unrivaled league demands versatility, precision, and quick decision-making, things that Reese has been struggling with. Meanwhile, rookies like Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin are thriving. They're adapting, improving, and showing that they belong. If Reese doesn't step it up fast, she risks falling behind. Reese's transition to professional basketball has been anything but smooth. In recent games, she's struggled with her efficiency, scoring fewer than 10 points in multiple matchups.
Her fans, though, her fans are out in droves, seriously.
Her rebounding, once her calling card, hasn't been enough to compensate for her weaknesses elsewhere. Basketball analysts have started to question if her college dominance was more a result of her physical advantages rather than well-rounded skills.
Angel Reese is not the mainstream draw that she thinks she is.
And let's be real. In this league, raw talent isn't enough, you have to evolve. What happens next for Angel Reese? Well, she's at a serious crossroads in her career, and her next move could define her legacy. She has a few directions she can take from here. First, she can go into full beast mode, hit the gym, refine her game, work on those weaknesses, and prove everyone wrong. If she puts in the work and adjusts to the league's high demands, she could reclaim her spot and remind everyone why she was such a big deal in the first place. At this moment, she has two choices. Let this setback define her, or use it as fuel to silence her critics. Some of the greatest athletes in history have faced tough moments like this, only to come back stronger than ever. If Reese can channel this adversity into motivation, refine her skills, and prove she belongs in this league, this could be the story of a legendary comeback. But let's be real, bouncing back won't be easy. She'll need to fine-tune her game, improve her shooting efficiency, and become a more well-rounded player. She'll also have to prove she can be a team player, adjusting her style to fit within the system instead of forcing the game to revolve around her. This isn't just about talent, it's about mindset, work ethic, and resilience. On the flip side, if Reese lets the pressure get to her, if she struggles to adapt, or if she fails to find the right team fit, this could be the beginning of a downward spiral. The league moves fast, and there's always a new wave of young talent hungry to take the spotlight. If she doesn't seize this opportunity to grow, she risks becoming just another player whose hype faded too soon. Only time will tell how this plays out. But one thing is certain, the basketball world is watching closely. Will Angel Reese rise to the occasion and prove everyone wrong? Or will this moment mark a major setback in her career? The ball is in her court now. We wait to see what she does with it. What do you think? Did Coach Nola Henry make the right move, or did she mess up big time? And what's next for Angel Reese? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on more basketball updates. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you're always the first to know when we drop a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.